Mic to be passed. Start with Christian.
Can you just talk about Bradley Wright Phillips' performance now the past couple months? Last 8 matches, he's had 8 goals now, and you're 6-2 in matches where he scored.
Yeah. I mean, Brad is just he's the thing that I'm most pleased with is that he's just now become much more of a cutthroat goal scorer. He's always been a great goal scorer, but lately it's like his focus to now when he gets the chance to make sure that he buries it, and if it doesn't come right away, to stick with the game and concentrate and make sure that he's putting himself in front of goals to make plays has been great. And so that's what that goal was. I mean, the last thing I said to him before the half was final plays. And so he made a big one, got us in front, and then obviously the Sean Davis goal was fantastic. So yeah, and Brad's in a good way. A lot of guys are in a good way.
Go to Dan and then Brian.
Jesse, obviously Sean Davis was named man of the match, but let's be realistic. I thought it was Michael Murillo. He made 3 brilliant run-back tackles, especially the last one against Kaká. That was amazing. Just to talk about him, it was...
Yeah, I mean, we all think very highly of Amir here. And he has flexibility to playing in that center back spot. He can play out wide right. He's a bright guy. He's a talented guy. He's athletic. He's a competitor. And it's just been trying to get him to ramp up a bit so that he understands how we play. And now once he's grasped onto that, I think he's been very good for us. And he's a guy that we're going to count on, no doubt. So great job from Dennis Hamlet scouting him and now identifying him as a player that would be good to fit here, and then a lot of credit goes to Amir because he's had a big, strong development curve, learning curve in the last 6 months that has gotten him to a place where we all count on him and think he's really good. There he is. There's Hammer out there.
You had referred to the confidence on this team, and the goal you let up, especially came after 30 seconds after Rivas almost had another one. Is it the run you're on just giving you the confidence that you can overcome even screw-ups like that back to back?
Well, listen, every time we play at home, I think there's a high level of confidence and belief. But right now within this team, there's major momentum. I've been saying that for a while. And so, I think nobody was fazed too much. I think it was disappointment because it was a play that got away from us. But, there's definitely, I think, an understanding on the field of how to play for each other, how to stick to the game, how to not worry too much, not panic, and then when things are going well or when we get leads, to not take anything for granted and stay on top of the details. And the more that we do that, I think that the better team we're going to be. So with a lot of young guys and a lot of new guys in the system, and then playing a different formation, there's been a lot to pick up on, a lot to learn. But guys are doing a great job of understanding their roles and then competing once we blow the whistle.
Peter in the second row, and then Brian.
Hi, Jesse.
Hi.
Orlando Rivas and Laren got behind the defense quite a number of times. Is that just a consequence of your playing that high press that you like to play, or was that more of that than you would like to see?
Well, it's more than I'd like to see. But listen, if you're looking at how to play through us or how to play against us, certainly now knowing that we like to compress the field and push high up the field, that means there's going to be space behind often. Now, most of those plays came from when we had the ball. So we would have a ball, we would lose one in the middle of the field, and on a slick night where it wasn't necessarily always easy to control the ball, they would then, their tactic was to keep things compact in the middle of the field, win balls, and play long. And it took us a while to get the understanding of what the other team was trying to achieve. And I think that's important for us. I think, it's important for us to stay locked in on what we're trying to do, but that's even what I said to the team afterwards. We've had better second halves than first halves lately. And I would like our team to develop a level of intelligence to understand what's happening within the game and then make adjustments on their own. I'm trying to get certain messages out there in the first half, but it's key for us to understand how to not hurt ourselves in some of these situations.
Brian?
You obviously went to the bench early. Was just with an eye to Tuesday?
Yes.
And do you expect to be able to play a fairly full strength team.
Yes. So, first thing I did before when the team went out, it was look at the Cincinnati lineup. They played a lot of their regulars. They sat a couple of guys. They've rotated a lot in their team. It'll be a little bit of a guessing game what their lineup will be, but I knew that in general, we knew that we wanted to play a good team because this was an important game, but that we needed to find ways to get a lead and then see if we could make some adjustments to get through the game and then also make sure that we were going to have our legs on Tuesday. Everyone around here is really excited for Tuesday. Really excited for a big game against a club and a team we don't really know. It's going to be in a stadium that there's going to be more energy in that stadium than maybe we felt all year, and a team that's playing in the most important game in many of their lives. So, and to be fair, it's an important game in many of our guys' lives. So it sets up to be a great match and a fun match, and one that's we're going to take very seriously, and we know is very important.
Go to Christian.
He had a little bit of a rough start to the year, but Sean Davis, the past 6,
Yeah.
10 matches, so he's really turned it on. Not just the goal tonight, but just can you talk about what he's been doing in the press and his passing in particular?
Outstanding. 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 Sean has covered ground, pressed well, counter-pressed well, battled in the midfield, slowed the game down for us, made great attacking plays, been dangerous around the goal. Complete performances. So, we all have seen over the last 3 years what a good player Sean is, and it's just been trying to unlock him a little bit and then tactically try to think about how to use him appropriately. So I think of all the, the two people that this formation I think has rewarded the most are Danny Royer and Sean Davis, and they've obviously been incredibly important players for us in the last couple months here. So really happy for Sean. He's showing all the great qualities that we know he has, and I think he's established himself at a really high level now.